these are some of the best of April.
Let's do it.
My Dying Bride, Immortal Binding. For anyone that's not familiar with this band, I am actually pretty jealous. This is a band I wish I could rediscover. While their 30-odd year career has taken them in some unusual or lackluster directions, the core of this band has always been a magnificent showcase of dreary, extreme metal. Their 2020 release, The Ghost of Orion, was a stunning surprise from this band, and I don't think that as a whole, Immortal Binding really tops that album. I will say, however, that this band still has some tricks up their sleeve. The song The Apocalyptist is absolutely fucking insane, and very well could be one of the best songs that they've ever written.
His soul child now dead, his soul crawling away.
This is a really solid outing from this group. If you're a fan of this band, you won't be disappointed. And I also invite you to stick around until the end of this episode to hear about an album that contends with My Dying Bride and very well could have topped them for this year's Gothic Doom release. Uh-oh.
Get your cordless drills ready, folks, because it's time to drill some goddamn skulls. In the realm of death metal, few things rival the thrill of finely crafted brutality. It's like an outpouring of raw vigor, enough to shatter shitty moods and perk up our days. Surprising to me, death metal has become a massive comfort food to me and a staple in my day-to-day. Tracks like Cut the Cord and Drill the Skull showcases Necrot's descent into madness. This album isn't just another release for the band either, it's an important moment in their career. With each track, they solidify their signature sound, blending old school allure with modern production techniques. Greg Wilkinson did an absolutely fantastic job here. The track list flows effortlessly, balancing up-tempo aggression with moments of savage complexity. Necrot has raised the bar here with Lifeless Birth, delivering their best work yet, in my opinion. If you're looking for some killer riffage with your roughage, look no further, folks. This one's a fucking slab.
Austere, Beneath the Threshold. The depressive black metal subgenre never has made sense to me. There's already depressive music and it's called doom metal. And there's already black and doom metal, so why make up a whole new subgenre? Either way, Austere has come out from the land down under during the mid-2000s to add their contribution to this weak subgenre. After their second release, the band took a long break, with their hiatus stopping after last year's Corrosion of Hearts. This is an immediate follow-up in Beneath the Threshold, and I gotta say, these guys are taking on new territory like champions. This record edges into post-blackened doom territory with its blatant tropes taken from the 90s melodic doom death scene. It's very welcome for this band, and dare I say, they handle this new facet of their sound with fucking brilliance. There's nothing wrong with this record, really. It's very well paced. It leaves me feeling fulfilled and wanting more from these guys. Really a fantastic blackened doom record for 2024.
Castle Rat, Into the Realm. Castle Rat's debut album, Into the Realm, is a delightful anomaly in the heavy doom genre. On one hand, this is your standard old school metal affair, right? But on the other, you got the whole package of mysticism to grab onto. The opening chords of Dagger, Dagger to the thunderous crescendo of Nightblood. It strikes a balance here between novelty and familiarity in the heavy doom genre. Riley Pinkerton, aka the Rat Queen, weaves a tale of mythical proportions amidst medieval imagery supported by Franco's Iommi-like riffs and Ronnie's huge bass tone and Josh's warm but driving drum parts. Pinkerton's vocal range captures the essence of heavy metal legends like Black Sabbath and also Candlemass, infusing each track with impressive dynamic emotions. Into the Realm is meticulously crafted with instrumental breaks that punctuate the narrative in a way that has just mysticism and spellbinding allure, ensuring maximum immersion. While it may not revolutionize the genre, sure, its imaginative storytelling and balanced compositions offer a refreshing and also fun take on the classic metal genre. Castle Rat's blend of tradition and innovation makes Into the Realm a captivating journey that everybody should check out. You get bonus points too if you listen to it in a haunted castle.
Art. Untouched by Fire. The mystical, monastic music of this unique Northumbrian act took us by surprise with their 2022 debut full-length Take Up My Bones. This is slow, brooding doom metal that is practically formless in how it weaves through crushing, heavy sections and beautiful, airy orchestral sections. Yes, the monk chants are here in full force. It really sounds like a choir was put on standby just for this record. The brainchild of Winterfilleth member Mark Deeks, art captures the beauty of the old world, its history, its legacy, and wraps it very neatly into an epic doom metal package. Mark busted out his old Rolodex and called some legendary names in the UK scene. It's always great to see when an artist is humble enough to realize that teamwork makes the dream work. This record gives me a ton of early Saturnus vibes with its heavy riffing backed by haunting male vocals. There's just enough variety in here with the orchestrations to keep me enchanted. This is a really strong follow-up to their debut. Make sure to scope it if you enjoyed that record.
Labyrinthus, Stellarium, Vortex of the Worlds. Ukraine's Labyrinthus Stellarium ventures boldly into wild cosmic territories with their latest release, Vortex of the Worlds. While the programmed drums might be a deal breaker for some people, notably drummers, they're utilized in a way here that just absolutely works, man. Departing from the typical Atmo Black formula, the band combines complex progressive guitar leads, unconventional rhythmic structures, and those dreamy synths. The evolution from their debut album to this one is a more fierce and more aggressive approach. Vortex of the Worlds delivers fast-paced black metal, sure, but it's punctuated by those great raspy vocals, some lo-fi production that works, and subtle choirs among those amazing keyboard melodies. melody and catchiness remain integral here, painting a vivid sonic cosmic journey throughout space and time. Despite the lyrical themes of cosmic disorder, the music exudes energy and upliftment. Thanks to the outstanding, like I said, keyboard arrangements is definitely the highlight. At 36 minutes, this band's concise approach stands out in the genre that is prone to excess, but it's done to perfection here. This is a killer take on atmospheric black metal, man, blending electronic experimentation with dreamlike wonder. Don't skip this one.
Dvne, Voidkind, arguably one of the biggest records to come out this month. This is a band that has taken the post-metal sludge scene by the nuts, weaving in tropes from classic bands like Isis, Cult of Luna, and Neurosis, and putting a new, modern spin on that classic 90s sound. Where Dvne stands out is in their intricacies, favoring complex rhythms and percussion over the slow, brooding atmosphere that this subgenre relies on to build tension. Dvne seems to feel more comfortable relying on gent-style tropes, causing the listener to feel swirled and dragged along their complex musical structures. I need a little more time for this record to really grow on me. On paper, I love this band and everything that they're doing, but like their cousins in sound and Baroness, there are some quirks that I just don't find super flattering, and my doomy heart sometimes wishes they would just slow things down a little bit and let them simmer. Yeah, that's the stuff right there. Overall, this is a great record with some standout tracks. It'll easily be some of your favorites, I'm sure, Forgemates, but I'm hard-pressed to put this at the end of my year list, so it belongs right here, right now, just fine.
Cistvaen at Light's Demise. This band, hailing from the UK, debuts at Light's Demise, blending atmospheric black metal with weighty doom influence, which is near and dear to my heavy heart.
There was once the unwritten page.
Drawing inspiration from bands like Agalok and Wolves in the Throne Room, this 58-minute journey offers a rich tapestry of emotive music that is 100% in my wheelhouse of sad music. This album skillfully balances melancholic atmosphere with blackened intensity, punctuated with introspective moments amidst a torrent of blast beats and slow doom vibes. Those doom influences, too, are seamlessly woven in, adding depth and diversity to the overall sound, which, as you all know, we love those sad and slow vibes. Embracing bleakness and fury, At Light's Demise finds beauty in despair, with those post-black metal influences and melodies seamlessly integrated. The intricate bass adds a unique dimension on this album too, and it's often overlooked in this genre. Vocally, the acidic screams and deep growls convey passion and vehemence, complementing the music's atmospheric depth. Despite some brief instrumental interludes, the album begs for repeat listens. It does not feel as long as it is. If you got any hike plans this spring and summer, this is the perfect album to throw on and take with you.
Last but not least, The Vision Bleak Weird Tales. This month's left hook from out of nowhere is this amazing album with a subpar album title. There's nothing cut and dry about this record, so for them to be categorized as gothic metal is a pretty loose description. Sure, they have the typical instrumentation you might hear in gothic metal. But for all the best reasons, this band refuses to stay in a corner intricately weaving between old, analog-sounding atmospheres to modern, in-your-face metal riffs with sharp guitars and huge-sounding drums. I'm ashamed to say that this is actually my first running with the band, and I can see why they're so highly acclaimed. This whole album relies on an introspective, emotional narrative that's supported by instrumentals that sound like they're from a 1960s horror movie. This is a terrific album, and in a head-to-head with My Dying Bride's record, I'd pick this one. There's some cutting-edge stuff in here, reinvigorating a stale gothic doom scene. An easy album of the year contender for me. Don't sleep on this one if you haven't heard it.
Ingested, the tide of death and fractured dreams. Ingested, veterans of Manchester's deathcore scene, was a brand new band for me, I know. And their newest album, The Tide of Death and Fractured Dreams, did not disappoint me, man. After checking out their back catalog a little bit, they've retained their trademark blast beats and guitar riff sound, but man, is there some hard-hitting moments in this 45-minute tour of brutality. Many of these tracks easily found their home on my gym playlist too. So if you're looking for something like that, this is perfect. Commencing with Paragon of Purity, the album blends relentless heaviness with classic death metal undertones. The album goes beyond aggression too, aiming to innovate within the deathcore genre, which I appreciated. Expect to Fail features Josh Middleton of Silosis. It introduces some groove and some tempo shifts, which is really cool because I'm a huge fan of Josh's work in his other band. Mark Hunter of Chimera also makes an appearance on the song In Nothingness, which shows the band's more experimental side. Giving some unique vibes to the pacing of the record. It's not just deathcore. There's some other cool stuff in there. If you're looking for a straight up heavy death metal, deathcore record with some cool experimentation to it, these veterans put together something pretty goddamn great here. What were your favorite metal albums of April? Leave it down in the comments below. Check out some of these other videos right here and make sure you thumbs up.
Go with the gods, Forgemates. The weird tales are all about you.